Good evening. It is Kristi Vector. I'm back. I told you guys I would come on and show you how I do my glitter by designs. So I'm here. I'm here. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses. I can't see anything at the moment. And I have to clean these. So I'm using my cool, awesome cloth here. All right. So let me get my glasses on so I can see what's going on. All right. I might be able to see. Hopefully this volume's off. I will be able to see comments. Yay, me. Let me just make sure that this is turned all the way down. Don't want to hear myself. Okay, so I'm gonna do hello Sandy, hello Julia. I am gonna show you guys how I do the GBD. Um so I am going to do the heart one. This heart one. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's got hearts and stuff in it. I don't know. Kind of see it a little bit. The heart one. So I'm going to do the heart one only because it's super, super easy. And I don't want to show you something very complicated. So I'm just going to go with it and we're just going to have fun. And I just realized I only have like an hour because I have to pick up my son from driver's ed at 8 o'clock. 6 to 8. Yeah, he's doing a 2 hour drive. So I figured I'd get on here, pop on here really early, and I told you guys 7, so I'm a little early, but that's okay because I really want to do this whole entire GBD from start to finish so that I can show you how I Mod Podge everything and do all the good stuff. So let's just jump in and go for it. So I'm going to point you down so that you guys can see what I'm doing. All right. So I have my plate here. So the this is vinyl. I got this from my sister-in-law for my birthday. And so I just wanted to flatten out my vinyl. You don't want it to have any creases in it. So I just put this plate on here so that it would flatten it out. I'm going to show you what colors I'm using. So I don't know if you guys got the February swag bag, but Fozzie is really good. He was in there. Scooter was in there. And then Rizzo was in there. And then you got Roof. I think Roof. Ralph is his name. Ralph. We got Ralph. And then we got Peepee. Peppy? I think it's Peppy. So you got all of these guys in if you got Big Daddy, you got all of them. Let me make sure that these are yep. These were all of the ones that we got. So these were all in Big Daddy. So Big Daddy though is going to have some amazing glitters next month. So if you want to sign up for that, you still have a few more. She's going to keep putting those really bougie, I call them bougie glitters. Because she's going to be putting some amazing ones in. But I'm also going to use Girl Power in this heart one. And I'm going to show off Blue Sky because Blue Sky and Girl Power are both still on the website. So I wanted to show these guys off as well. So I'm going to put them here. So we're going to start this. So what you want to do is you want to take your GBD and you want to take your cutter. Got my cutter. So you want to cut down the one side. You can see like this is still part of a GBD. Like this one I cut off already. So this one was part of this on this side. I already cut this side off. So you can technically take these side pieces and you can still use them on cups or whatever you want to do. But so I'm going to take this piece off here just so I don't get confused. Should I not? Maybe I won't. I'm going to take off the skinny pieces first. So I'm going to open my cutter. This thing is so sharp. This is what Summer uses on her lives, and this thing is seriously the best cutter I've ever used in my life. I love how you can put it all the way to the edge, and then you push this clear acrylic thing down so it doesn't move on you like whatsoever. So I'm just going to snip that off, and it like cuts it so good. And then I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to cut the other side. I'm going to cut this side. Get that on there. Straighten that up. Push down the acrylic. This is just so that your hands don't get cut off at the same time of you cutting it. So, okay. So now we got that. And then this is really nice too, because you got to pull it out and then it has a locking system. So it doesn't just like go like that. You have to like put it in the locking system. So this is very, very cool. Very cool. All right. So now I have my sheet here that, so for me, I like doing where if you take your GVD and you don't want it on the whole piece of paper, but you don't want it to like not make the vinyl. So what I do with it is I just line it up to have enough on each side. I don't care if I'm wasting this part, just because I don't want to make the mistake where I put it on and then I'm overlapping onto the top of the vinyl. I have done that before and I don't like doing that. So I am going to just make a little mark here so that I know. Let me grab a pen. Oh, here's a pen right here. So that I know that I can cut this at this part, and then I don't have like all this to work with. Let me just grab this again. All right, so we're going to unlock it, and then we're going to put this vinyl through the hole because I don't have it marked. I have it like rolled up, so I got to do it this way. So then we're gonna put the mark there, and we're gonna shut this down. We're going to use the acrylic and we're going to push down. Then we're just gonna cut it. And then that vinyl piece can be pushed off to the side and I don't have that humongous thing that I have to work with. So we'll do that. And also I did learn that if you take a piece of vinyl, let me talk to your faces for a minute here. So if you take a piece of vinyl and you are doing like blue or if you're doing all blue, you could take a blue piece of vinyl and you'll be fine. If you're doing like silver or a white or whatever, you want to make sure that you grab a white piece of vinyl. I just play it safe and I always use a white piece of vinyl just because I don't want to have anything showing through on my project that I don't want there. Hello, Margaret. So I'm going to point you guys back down. Let me see if I push it forward. I think you're good. I can push this, back up a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start this. So we got our heart. Now you want to put it on the vinyl, but you don't want anything on the vinyl. It's kind of tricky, but I could totally do it this way too. Sweet. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pin pen, pin pen, and I am going to take this back so that the sticky part is, so you take it back until you can feel the sticky part on the back of here. So like I pulled that and there's no stickiness. So you want to lay it back down. And then sometimes you can go from a different corner and then pull it up, take the pin pen and pull it up again because you want that sticky part on the back. Nope, it didn't do it again. So now you go to this corner and you just keep working this piece until you get the sticky part to come up. So you always want to lay down the sticky part onto the vinyl. Let's see, is third time a charm here? Let's see. Nope, still didn't want to come up. All right, let's try this side. So I got a little piece that I did not. Hold on, I gotta concentrate. You guys should see my faces I'm making. I can see that sticky piece still down there. I can still see it. I can still see it. Let's see if I can get it. Come on. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. Nope. I still didn't get it. So this is the tricky part. Someone needs to help them figure out why the screen is so small. I know, right? Like, I don't get it. Like, if I touch it, I don't want to like play with it, but the screen is so tiny. So I'm thinking that it was Ivan. I'm blaming Ivan because he played with it last. Like oh, there we go. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Ooh, that kind of made my hand like do a claw thing. All right. So you want to make sure that the sticky part is in the back. You don't want to touch the sticky part though. So can you guys still see? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull a little piece of this down. Just a little piece. And I'm going to lay it back. Oops, sticky piece, stay down. I'm going to flip it back a little bit just so that I can lay it on the vinyl and not have any issues. So I think I was on live when I did the heart one. It turned out cute, but I didn't use vinyl. And I didn't do that on purpose. I accidentally didn't use vinyl, but it did turn out really, really cute. And I kind of want to make it into like a patch area, like where you can make the little hearts have their own squares, kind of like how it was on the GBD, but and make it with UVDTF lines because I have a whole bunch of those strips. So I wanted to do that with you guys, but now I got to go get my kid from driver's ed. So let's just start this. So, okay, so now I got that. See how it's like pulled back a little bit? I don't want to get off a topic because I do have to kind of hurry, but kind of not. All right, so you want to have like nothing on your vinyl, okay? Like nothing. And I have like little pieces of lint and stuff like that, because when you pull up your sheet, you might see that underneath. So I am going to just line it up. It doesn't have to be perfect because I made the vinyl a big enough piece of vinyl. Oh, and after you lay it down, you're kind of like SOL. So I hope that's straight. It's kind of not straight, but oh well, it is what it is because I can't pull it back up. So now you got this little piece, this little lip right here. You got this little lip, and you're going to pull this little lip up towards the back so that when you're laying this down, or actually pull the little lip towards you. Let me make sure I got this. Got stuff stuck everywhere. And I can't find my big squeegee. So this will have to do. So you take your squeegee and you're just going to squeegee this down really good as your starting piece. And then you can turn this. This seems like it's easier for me to turn it. And then you pull this piece. And as you're pulling, you're going to lay this down. Can you guys see me? Okay. And you're just going to keep pulling and you're just going to keep on rubbing this felt piece onto the Glitter by Design. So you're just going to keep on going, and you can pull a little bit more and then make sure that this is on there, and then keep using that fabric so that you keep pushing it on. And then you're going to do that all the way through so that it's all on there nice and good, because that sticky part needs to be stuck to this vinyl piece really well. Because when you come back through, you're going to pull up those heart pieces. And like Alyssa said, she's like, make sure you pick something that's easy. I didn't want to pick the stripes because Summer has done the stripes many times. So I figured I would pick the next easy one that I got. And so this heart one is pretty simple. The heart one I just showed you is really simple. But this one is pretty simple too. So we're just going to keep on pushing this down, pushing it down, pushing down. It's kind of like when you're doing your vinyl, you can do it the same way where you're not really pulling it anymore. But you're still in there and you're still carving at it. You're still chopping it. You're still making it lay flat. So you want it to just keep laying flat. So then I'm going to pull a little bit more just so I can get more of it down. All right. And then pull this. And sometimes I feel like I should be able to just pull it off, but it's fine. I'll just, like Summer does, she just uses that extra piece. And sometimes she needs it and sometimes she doesn't. So there we go. So now that piece is done, all done. What I like about these pieces of paper, I save them. So what I do with this is I will sometimes draw out on the vinyl piece of paper to this side, because I know this is the size I need for vinyl. So if I have like a scrap piece of vinyl or something like that, I know that I need this size and this amount. So then I take this and I put it inside my cubicle of what I have my GBDs in. So I put Glitter by Designs here in the tag, and then I just put this in there so that I know that if I need to know how big a piece of vinyl that I need for a GBD is, then I can just grab it out of here and be like, okay, what size do I need? So then I put my lid back on it and then that gets put on the shelf over yonder that way. So, all right, so here we go. If you want to, before you glitter by design it, I just made a funny. Before you put glitter all over it, you can cut it first. I think that's easier sometimes for me. So let's just do that fast. And then I know how much I can do on a cup. And then I will be able to just put it on faster because I don't have to take this off. And I can lay it down on my cup a lot sooner and not have all that glitter that I'm playing with on my, like, get it all over my hands. So, and then there's that other piece. You can just pull this up and you can like glitter it. You just put some glitter on that because that's that one little piece that was off the side, and now it's already on your vinyl. So if you need it for a piece, real fast, I'm going to show you something. So where's my, is it right here? No. It's already on the turner. Let me grab it real fast. I want to show you what I use that piece for sometimes. So this was the Glitter by Design, the Mama one. This is the Mama one. And I had cut it too short. So I put one of the strings one of those leather strings. I put that down it, and then I just laid this piece on top of it, and then I glittered it, and I glittered it with some black on one side and some teal on one side, just so that it didn't look like it didn't belong there. So that's what I kind of did with this one. And then I made it just blend in better with just using one of these little strips off of the stripes. So that's what I did with that one. That's another glitter by design, and that's a really cute one too. I like that one. It's cute. So we're gonna still shorten this a little bit more. Make sure it's up there. Press down on that clear. Press down on the clear, the acrylic clear thingamabobber. Now this one is garbage because it's just vinyl. I mean, I could use it, but there's really no use for it. So let's go in here. And I think I'm going to keep that one on there just so that I have a lip so that I can hold it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep it on there. Oops, I forgot to point you guys down. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. All right, first of all, I need some parchment paper. Sorry, gotta go over yonder to get my parchment paper. All right, so parchment paper. I call them glitter sheets. I wish I had more time to organize at Summer's house because I am so organized here and I feel so bad because I should be more organized I should have got Summer more organized. But I mean, we were working around the clock, I tell you. We'd only had one day of fun, and we went to the San Francisco Safari Park. It was so much fun, but I was dying of heat. I'm not used to having that much heat in my life at the moment. I mean, I am here, but it's just so much. It was hot that week, I guess. I guess that was abnormal for it. But all right. So how many glitters do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sweet. I didn't even do that on purpose. Look at that. All right. So now you want to take your darkest color. So these are our colors. Oops. These are our colors. So I would say this is pretty dark. This is pretty dark. And this is pretty dark. I would probably say that purple is the darkest. You guys, what do you guys think? Do you think the purple is the darkest? I would probably say purple is the darkest out of all these. And it's like a straight color. So what I'm going to do, because I like purple so much and it's pretty fine, you want to try and pick a fine color as well. So this is a pretty fine glitter, I would have to say. All right, so now what I'm going to do, because I like purple, is I'm going to pull up the whole entire sheet. The background, I would say. So I'm going to pull up, oh, that was good idea, Kristi, on keeping that little piece so that when I pull it up, so I'm going to pull up this whole entire background, and the whole background is going to be purple. So that's what I'm doing. And that's the fun part about these Glitter by Designs, is you can do whatever you want. Summer may pick a very cool way of doing them, And that one she did with the daisies is like one of my favorites. I love that way that she did it. But if you're not like, um, if you're not like gung ho on that one way that she did it, you don't have to do it that way. You could do it whatever way you want. That's what's so fun about these glitter by designs, is because you can do the glitter by design however you want to do it, right? So, and some parts of them stick too, because Alyssa is only human and she can't make them not stick. Like some of them are not cut, I should say. So look at that, I got a full roll. I could almost use this again on another one of my full sheets of glitter by, or the sticky sheet. I still have sticky sheets in my drawer. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to save it. Why not? I didn't rip it. I didn't rip it at all. So I'm just going to put it inside of my little sheet here. Probably use a piece of cardboard so that I can get it down to lay down flat, because I have cardboard coming out of my rear. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I buy a lot of stuff. It's always fun, right? You gotta buy it. You gotta help Summer keep her business alive. All right, so this piece is kind of bothering me, but as long as it doesn't fall in the sticky, we're fine. As long as it doesn't fall in the sticky. All right. I just don't want you falling in the sticky. All right, so that's it is what it is. So we're gonna go. So here we go. Purple. Purple is our first one. That's what we're gonna do. Purple, 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 nurple. All right, so what you want to do is, because you pulled up that sheet already, I think I'm going to put this right here just so that it doesn't fall down and stick in the sticky part. Okay, so then you're going to take it and you're just going to go over the entire thing and you're just going to throw some on it. The first part is always the background. Whenever you're doing the background, it's so easy because it's the only one that's there and it's the only sticky part that's up and going. So you're just going to lather it on there, and it's on a it's on one of my glitter sheets, so anything that falls off, then it'll be just fine. So here we go. All right, so we're just going to burnish it in, make sure all the sticky part gets the glitter, make sure it all gets in there, just burnish her on there and keep going around and around. And it looks like some of this is dad bod, which is fine. You're just going to, you can always braille roll it if you want to. So if you want to do that, you can. And just keep on going on the sticky part. I can't believe my son was like, Mom, I gotta go to driver's ed. I'm like, I'm supposed to go live at 7. I'm like, all right, well, I'll have to go live earlier so I can go get you to your driver's ed and me on live. So it all worked out just fine. So you're just going to keep on pushing down and make sure you don't have any sticky parts that are there. Sorry if you can hear my turner. It's really starting to like go crazy over there. It's squeaking. It's probably the first one that I had. So, alrighty. So this is going good. I think there's some spots that didn't totally get covered with the dad bod part, but that's okay. We'll just chunk it up and put some chunks in there. Fill some of that chunk over the areas that didn't really get really great coverage. But with that white behind it, I guess I could have used, I thought I put that on. Do not disturb. But yeah, instead of having a different color behind it, like the hearts, they could have been like, instead of doing white, they could have been, um, you could have put like a purple sheet behind it. But the whole thing's not going to be purple. So then when you rip open one of the hearts, you see a purple lay underneath it. And then you're like, no, I didn't want that. Because then you see the purple come through. I think Summer did something like that where she made something and like she used an instant transfer, like a UVDTF, and she did it like that. And you could see some of like the cow print or whatever print was on there. You could see it underneath some of her design. So, all right. So we're going to take a piece of, where's my braille roller? And then we're going to take a piece like that. Because it's not a super fine like I thought it was, it's more of like a dad bod chunk. And I had to go get my braille roller. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it down because this is a lot better than my finger. Sometimes the finger works, sometimes it doesn't. But if you just braille, you take the roller and you just go through it. Sometimes it pushes it down more than what your finger can do. So we'll just do that. All righty. Okay, that's done. That's fine. But now you take it and you dust off some of the glitter, and I'm going to make a mess because that's what you do when you have glitter is you make a mess. All right, so let's get the purple, open this up, and I'm gonna have purple all over my pants, but oh well. You know, your craft room only stays clean for so long. You know that, right? My garbage can's over here. I'm not throwing it all on the floor. Some of it is falling on the floor, but all right. That one's done. Where is my brush? I was not organized. Sorry, guys. Let's get the brush out. All right. So now we got, Summer had all these brushes on sale. So I bought a lot of them. Just don't want all this contaminating my other colors. All right. All right. Now I'm just going to squish that off on the ground. Yes, it's okay. I'll clean it up later. My husband's not home until Sunday, so I have all that time till I have to clean. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. So there we go. So now we're going to take the brush and we're going to dust this off into the garbage. I'm going to bring it here so you guys can see that I am actually doing that. What'd you say? Love the purple. Which one was that? This one was Scooter. This was from the Big Daddy from February. I don't know if it was in Diamond or what it was in, but this was in, this is one of the ones that Alyssa made for the swag bag for, swag bag in February's swag bag. So I don't know if Summer has any more. Like I thought when I was there, she said it was close to being sold out. The swag bag was. So if you do not have the swag bag and it's still saying that there's Big Daddy or there's some of the swag that's still available, I'd get in on that because when I was at Summer's house, I really wanted to take that glitter home and put it in my suitcase. But she wouldn't let me, which I don't blame her But yeah, it was beautiful. That glitter was amazing. Amazing. I can't even, I'm not talking it up. I'm seriously telling you, if you're not part of Swag Bag, get in on it. I feel like that's the only reason why I'm in the Swag Bag. Well, plus, if I can't afford, if I can't like buy something one week or whatever, I don't want to feel like I want to be able to help Summer out. So $100, I feel like I can do that at least once a month. So, and then we had talked about my pole barn issue, and it looks like I will be able to still spend money because we're not getting a pole barn anymore. The pole barn is kaput because they wanted us to put helical screws in the ground in order to build our pole barn, and that was going to cost $50,000 more to build our pole barn. So pole barns used to run at like $80,000. No, they're running at like $180,000 now just to build the shell of the pole barn. Like, no, I can't afford that. I don't want to afford that. I would be broke for like 10 years. No, thank you. No, not worth it. You guys can bring tents with. I'm kidding. We're gonna get some kind of like air conditioning like sheds. We're gonna do sheds. So that's what we're gonna do now. It is what it is. There's nothing else you can do about it. All right, so let's get down. Let's get down to business. Let's point you back down here. And then, okay, so purple was the darkest color. So now we got blue and teal. Blue's got some good chunks in it. Teal does not. I think we're gonna go with we will go with, so some of these hearts have like a little heart around it, like the skinny heart around it, and then some of the insides are big. So I think we're gonna do the blue inside this big heart and this big heart. I think that's what we're gonna do because I still have, how many more colors do I have? I still have pink, green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I still have 5 colors after that. And if I have to, I'll get another color out. But we're just gonna go in here, we're gonna pull this up, and we are going to pull that up, and we're gonna pull this one up. Pull it up. All right, and then we're gonna put down the blue because I feel like the blue is probably, I know, Amy, isn't it crazy how expensive everything has gotten? It is nutty crazy. I'm like, no, that's not important to me. I don't need it that bad. Yes, I wanted the pole barn. It was going to be our forever home, like by the lake house. We were just going to make that our forever home, but not anymore. Now when it's that expensive, like I still have that lot. Those sheds will still be removable. So if for some reason prices go back down or they figure out that my flood zone does not need to be 4 feet above sea level, which is crazy too, and they find out that uh it doesn't need to be that crazy, then sure, then I will be happy to remove those sheds and put the pole barn on there, but not until they figure it out because that's crazy. I just can't believe it. That is nuts. Okay, so that's the blue. The blue has a little bit of a green shade. Like it's got, let me see if I can get it on there. Probably not. It's got like a green inside of this blue sky. There is like a green flake. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's coming across. There's like a green flake in there. So it's a chunkier flake. Let me see if I can see it on my video. There's like a greenish flake to it. It's crazy. Like I didn't see the green flake in that blue in the blue sky in the first place, but that's cool. That is neat. So we still have this other heart to do. Alrighty. So we're just going to shimmy it into there. And I did enough. I guess I love my glitter sheets. I use them all the time. And when I started doing this, I don't even know where I got those sheets. Probably Sam's Club is my guess. So when I started doing, switched from painting rocks to glittering, which has been like 2 years ago, something like that. Yeah, it'll be 2 years this April because it was when my daughter got married. So, yes, that is a gorgeous color. So with this, it's not really, I don't have to use the Mod Podge yet. I feel like on more harder ones, I would be Mod Podging these hearts by now, but I don't think I need to do that yet. So we're going to just keep going with it. We're going to keep going with it. All right. So now, I think I'm going to, should I do another blue somewhere, you think? Maybe here? Do. If I do blues, then yeah, I'll do another blue over yonder. I'll do a blue here too. Because there's still like a little bit more hearts. So there's one here, blue, blue, blue. This is the hard part, is like deciding where do you want to pull your, where do you want to put all your glitter? Pretty much. That's kind of pretty much what I'm thinking. I think I'm gonna just skip the blue. I'm gonna go on to Rolf. I'm gonna go on to Rolf. So I'm gonna put Rolf down. Rolf. Yeah, Rolf. Not Ralph, but Ralph. But Rolf. So we're gonna do that here. And a little here. And that silver looks really nice. So I think I'm going to do silver around some of these hearts. Maybe I'll do the silver around all the hearts. It's like the little parts of it. This is turning out cute. So put this here. And then we can go on to what color would be next. I'd probably say the gold is closer, maybe a little more, because the pink is just chunky. The pink is chunky. So you kind of want to, the girl power, I really want to use it just to show you like what it looks like. And that is still on the website. I looked before I came on here. So I kind of want to use that pink. But there's a gold. That's what I was trying to say. There's a gold on there. And the gold is really pretty too. All right. So it's coming. It's coming along. Coming along. These are very time consuming. Very time consuming. All right. So we got blue. We got the green. We can always go back to these colors as well. Amy, you work in, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking. Good luck. I work in underwriting in large commercial buildings. They are getting stricter with loss since business incomes are going down and fraud is getting higher. I hate to see the losses. I totally understand that. And I feel like because where we're at, because we're like in Shipshewana area in Indiana, and because they were not asking for permission, they were actually asking for forgiveness when their buildings and their pole barns and stuff were going in the ground because they didn't put the helical screws in. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to me that that happened, but it's like, well, what did you expect? Like, um, you're on a floodplain. Why wouldn't you use flood like helical screws, you know? So, I mean, I get both ways. I just told my husband, I'm like, I think we're just going to have our forever home be somewhere else, that with a house that's already been built, because that's all I got. That's all I got. So, all right, we're putting down girl power. Girl power, here we come. And I gotta, ooh, that was a lot. Let's put some over here. We'll put some over here. All right. So this girl power, I feel like, is not going to be down. I don't know. It's got some chunks in it. So I think my best bet is just to kind of lay the pink over it and take some from that one and just brayer roller it really good. So we'll do that. We'll do that instead. This is kind of pretty, but it's kind of like too chunky for this. I don't know. We'll see how this works. We'll see how it works. Like, I don't want to get any of that in there. All right. Put some of this over here. All right, we're gonna just roll it out and see what it comes out to. Roll, 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 roll. All right. All right, this pink is really cute and pretty, so I'm going to save it. I'm just going to put it on the side here so that I don't kind of crease it so it doesn't fall out, and then put it away later because it's a really pretty, pretty one, and I don't want it to, I don't want to lose any of it. All right. All right, so look at, it's coming out pretty, 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 pretty princess. All right, so we're gonna keep going, and we're gonna go with, I think we're gonna do Peepee, Peppy, Peppy, Popeye, P-E-P-E, whatever that is. So we're gonna do that one. Let me see. I don't want it next to this pink one. So we're gonna do them on, I think we're gonna do it on the outside. The outside where it's not touching the other pink ones. Like these little ones, maybe. Do all the little hearts. Oops. Do another one over here. Another little one. That one, that one, that one, that one. All right, let's just do it there. Let's try that, see what it looks like. Good night, Amy. Have a good night. All right, now this one is a finer color, and it has bars. Yep. It has bars in it. It's kind of hard after a while when you like, when you pull the pieces up, you're like, oh, is that wet? Is that sticky? Is this sticky? No. Is that sticky? No. No, 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 no. Yes. This one down here is, because I didn't want them next to the other pink ones. How silly is that? All right. So this is a really pretty one. I like it because it has bars in it. I'm a bars girl. I don't per se like to go to bars. I just love the bars in the glitter. I think they're really pretty. So we'll just burnish that in and get that in the trash. It's just a little bit, so it's fine. Alrighty. And now we're gonna go to Fozzie. Fozzie, Fozzie, Fozzie. We're gonna do Fozzie. All right, so now we're gonna do Fozzie, and I think I'm gonna do Fozzie inside here. Inside this one and inside this one, because this is like a gold. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This pin pen hurts when you stick it in your finger. Oopsies. All right, that one. We're doing all the insides. And this one. This one, this one, this one, this one. All right. So we'll put a little bit of that there, 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 there. Ooh, this gold is pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so let's just start rubbing it in. Rub it in. This is burnishing when you put your finger in there and you just push it around and you burnish it. That's what we're doing with this. You're just rubbing it into the sticky part until you feel it all lay down flat. And after it lays down flat, then you know that it's ready to go and you don't need any more. It's got a little bit of a dad bod, but that's okay because this is laying down a lot easier than the pink, than the Girl Power was. The Girl Power would be really pretty, I think, on a black base of a cup. I think that would be really pretty. All right, so I got that down. And let's give this a whirl, see what this does. Wow, that's gorgeous too. It's turning out so pretty. So let's get in with Rizzo is our last color. Let me make sure these are all shut. Rizzo is going in the outline of these hearts. I might need another color. What color would you guys put in this? Besides what I got going on, I need more colors for hearts. So what color would you say to put in? Anybody want to tell me a color? I'm sure I have it. I'm sure I have it. What other color would you like to be on here? Whoopsies. If Mary was here, she would tell me to put an orange on. I don't know if Mary's here, but if she was, that's what she would tell me to do. Put on orange. Peach. See, Cindy, close. Wow. Cindy's close too. They all know me so well. All right, I'll put on an orange. Right now, we're going to do the silver outline to the hearts. I think that would look really pretty. So let's do that. Peach it is. Ooh, these are pretty too. This is like a bar, but it's a chunky, chunky, chunky bar. All right. Let's do this. Hopefully I don't waste a lot of this because it is like a disco ball. It is so pretty. This looks like a disco ball for real. Not kidding. Oh, I didn't even grab that piece up. I was gonna say that looks a little looks like I didn't grab that one. And that's hard. After a while, it's like, oh my goodness, did I grab that one up? Did I not grab it up? Okay, let's squish that all in there. All in there. Get this going. I think I'm going to braille roll some of this. Just because it is chunky. And I want it to all lay down in there. So I think that's what we're going to do. And I don't want it to not get some of that chunk on there. So we're going to pull a piece of parchment from here. I can't believe that I have to pick up my son soon. It's almost 8 o'clock. Good thing we're only 5 minutes away from the place. I literally could do this and get off of here, go run and get him, and then continue on. If Summer's not on live yet, then I could finish this out. Finish. All right, so we're going to spill this out on here. Look at that. I didn't even pull this piece. I had a feeling I didn't pull it. I had a feeling I did not pull that, and I didn't. And that's how you know if you pull a piece or not. We'll just rub that in real fast. All right. Okay. Holy glitter mounts. Holy glitter. Yes. All right. This silver is really pretty. I don't know if you guys got this silver from the February swag bag, but it's really pretty. Looks like a disco ball. It really does. All right, so there we go. So now let me go grab some peach. Go grab some peach. Holy cow. People are going to be like, where did you go? Look at all the bars falling off me. Glitter party. It's a glitter party. All right, let's see. All right, so I got Christian. Christian is like our peachy color. He's got offshoots of green, so I think he'll be really pretty above this green color here. So let's put this in here. And these bigger hearts, we'll put Christian in the big hearts. And then we need another color for the little hearts. So what other color would you guys like in here? So we got peach now. What other color? Oh. Barb, yeah, I just did the silver. The silver's around all of the outlines of the big hearts. So what other color would you like besides silver? Besides silver. Wow. This peach is pretty. I like Christian. Pretty. All right. So should I do that one too since it's yeah. All right. Let's just do this. Ooh, I love Christian. He's pretty. What other light color would you guys like? I have white out. I have white out right here, but that's a chunky one, but it's like white. What other color? You guys want any other color in here? You want me to go back to a different color that I already have on here? This is so pretty. Can't get over it. Yellow? Sure. What, like a canary yellow, or what other color yellow would you say? I wish I had my yellow from the live mix. I don't have that yet. It should be coming Saturday is when my shipment comes in. But I can go grab some yellows and you can pick one. Okay, so that was silver. And this was Christian. Christian. And Christian is another one of my faves because he's like a sunset. He's like sunset. I bet you I have Rafa, but I think Rafa might be too bright. Might be too bright. All right, let me go grab my yellows. Yellow, yellow, where are you? Yellow, yellows, where are you? Yellow. Red, green, blues, purples, pinks, gold. I know I had my yellow. Oh, that's because I already took the box down here, thinking somebody would be on this live. Her name's Mary, and she busted my chops today and put orange in here. All right, so we got Rafa, or we got Live Mix 181. AJ. Ooh, this might look really nice. This is kind of like a yellow with a hint of green as well. Bastion. What other yellow? Custard. We could do custard. Custard's pretty. Custard. I know, right, Cindy? It's always so hard to decide what you want to do. Gizmo, no. So there's custard. What other color? Oh, there's this one too. This is Callum. That's pretty. That's almost like an orangey. I got Charles, but Charles more like a chunk. It's probably harder to get down. We got Bishop. Ooh, Bishop's pretty. Let's do Bishop's close. It's Bishop or Kalman or Bastion. I don't know. You tell me, ladies, what do you want? Callum? Callum? All right, let's see. Who said yellow? Yellow was Kraft and Mama, so that's Heather. So you think this one, right? So we're going to do that one for you since you picked yellow. You picked yellow. All right, so here we go. Here we go. We're going to pull all the rest of the hearts up and we're going to make them yellow. Sounds like a plan. Bishop for the win. Oh, you said Bishop? Bastion. Bishop? Was there a Bishop? Yep. There was a Bishop. Yeah, I think you're right. Bishop would look better. Okay. Bishop for the win. I grabbed the wrong yellow. All right, here we go, folks. Okay. So we are going to just pull all these little hearts off. And you see me, I'm just like throwing them on the floor because I have to pick up all that glitter anyways. So it's really not that big of a deal, right? I mean, why not? All right. Did I get those? Got that. Got that? Yep. Did I get these? Did I get this one? Yep, I got it. Okay. Cool beans. Here we go. Ready? Bishop for the win. Bishop for the win. All right. So we got. Ooh, this is a pretty yellow. Oh my goodness. Guys, we just made an Easter egg. Seriously. Like all these colors are like Easter. I don't do Easter eggs. My poor children. They got gypped by having me as a mom. never did Easter stuff. I don't know. I always thought it was never about the bunnies, but everybody's different. That's how my mom raised me. And then my mom's like, "Hey, do you guys do you want to come to my house because then I can do Easter bunny stuff for the grandkids?" And I'm like, "Mom, you never did that for us. Why did you start that with your great grandchildren? You didn't even do it for your grandchildren." And so now she's like wants to hide eggs. I think it's my son Evan. He's like, "Grandma hides eggs for us, but you don't." Yeah, it's just more money out of my pocket. And then I can't. I just I can't have my crafting money and buy eggs. So I mean, I don't mind coloring eggs and all that stuff. That's fun for the kids, but to buy them something, like, didn't we just have Christmas? I don't know. Didn't you just have your birthday? So that's kind of where I'm at. It's kind of where I'm at. Ooh, this is pretty. Very pretty. I would have never guessed that Bishop would have been that pretty. Just saying. Just saying. Fun, fun, fun. All right, here we go. Here we go. And now we're almost done. All right, brush this off. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Holy prettiness. So pretty. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yay. It's done. Bishop is one of your favorites? Yeah, I haven't used him much. I am more of like a ocean type girl. So I use a lot of ocean colors or purples. So yeah, it's so pretty. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So now what I would do is I would you can either A, put it directly onto a cup. Put it directly onto a cup after you sand it. You still want to prep your cup. So sand your cup, sand the bottom, then lay this on top of there after it's dried, after you wiped it all off. Then you want to put it onto your cup. So what I do is I will take a ruler. Some people do it this way, some people don't. It's all up to you of what you want to do. So then I take my cup cradle and I put that right there. Let me show you what I'm going to do. And then I take a marker and I take a ruler. So I take a ruler and I put the ruler down like this. And then I take a marker. First, I got to open it. So then I take this, actually, I put it sitting there, right there. So I take a ruler. You guys can see, right? Yeah. This iPad is so helpful. Okay, so then I take this and I make it as straight as I can. It seems like having a ruler down on here is easier and straighter than using blue tape to me. And then I just make a line. And then that's where I start my piece of vinyl. Oh, I was like looking for my cap. So that's where I start my vinyl. And then I will start my vinyl like right there, right on the line. And then I know that's where I have to go. But before I put this on here, before I do that, I was showing you how I do that because I don't know how much more time I'm going to have because I got to go get my Evan. He's my last child of 5. So it will be like, "Mom, where are you? Are you coming to get me?" And it's raining. So who knows if that place is still open. So before I do all of that though, I take um I take a big brush or a little brush, or a smaller brush, or I'll take like you can take even you can even take this. You can even take the silicone tool. And what I do is I take my Mod Podge, I put it in one of these bottles and I cut it. And then I take my Mod Podge and I should have a little piece of paper under here first. Let's get paper, paper, and cardboard. And then some cardboard just so that I can move it easier. So then I take my Mod Podge and I squirt some down on a heart. And I just Mod Podge paint softly on there. And then I go and I take some more because like today it's raining. There's no way I'm going to be able to I'm not going to be able to get, oh, it's 7:50. Thanks, Cindy. I'm not going to be able to get spray paint, like the clear spray paint on my project. I'm not going to be able to do that. Probably not until it stops raining. And in Indiana right now, it's all raining everywhere. So then I'm not going to be able to get that spray paint on there. So that's why I started doing Mod Podge, and that's what worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody, but for me and my climate that I live in, it works great for me. So then I just take the Mod Podge and I carefully paint over all the glitter. And then after that dries, I let it dry overnight and then I'll come back on. Maybe I'll come back on tomorrow morning and I'll show you how I put it on the cup. And then I'll go ahead and be able to epoxy it. So, but right now I gotta go because I gotta go get my kid. Thank you, Cindy, for letting me know. It's 7:51. I gotta jump in the car. So I hope you guys all have a great night. I hope I explained this well to you. I'll come back on and I will paint the rest of this Mod Podge on there. And then I will maybe come back to tomorrow morning. I know nobody really goes live tomorrow morning, so I'll try and come live and I'll show you how I get it on my cup and all that fun stuff. But thank you, thank you for coming, and thank you for the likes on Facebook. I know there's not many, but that's okay because this is all new to me, like the whole YouTube thing, but I'm loving it, enjoying it. So I hope you guys all have a great day. All right, great night. Bye-bye.